You think this is handsome, right? Then I have you ask a few questions, okay? Are you married?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
married.
cut, finish. Let's go home now. How old are you, my friend?
I'm actually 46.
46,
Born in 77.
You put me to shame, man. That's why I wear a mask. Mave Mason Unfiltered. Everything raw, 100% unfiltered. I tell you, this guy today that's with me, right? He is the Associate Branch Director with PropNex. I tell you, for 14 years, okay? Longer than some of you who are living right now. So you got kids?
Yeah, I have 3.
Wow, very productive, handsome, and then after that look so young. Real estate business for 14 years. What kind of car you drive?
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, I drive a normal Japanese car, that's all.
Down to earth some more, right? Real estate business is just a nice way of saying property agent. If I call you a property agent, will you get offended?
Okay, I'm fine with it.
Because it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is what it is.
So, how much do you earn, right, when you first enter into the business?
Wow,
Because
really?
a lot of people here, right, will want to know if they enter into the business now. Can or cannot. So you tell me first, when you first entered into the business, monthly salary how much versus now monthly salary how much?
That time was really jiao, really. Because those days, right, we are talking about those days, not like now. Now when you join an agency, it's very good. A lot of training, a lot of support from the leaders, a lot of guidances. Not like last time, it's like when you go in, then the boss say, okay, now you go do this, A, B, C, D. Then hopefully you can get a result.
Yeah.
That was those days.
Okay.
There's not much of training, not really a lot of strong support, and you just have to go there and knock door or knock your head, lor.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how we.
So he go one round, right? He still haven't tell us his salary yet.
So I really say until like that, right? So those days were really jiao.
Okay, so in the beginning, actually jalap one. Okay.
Yeah.
Who cares about the beginning, right? We want to know now.
Now if you ask me, okay I still get I talk about 1 year so you get 6 figures but if you really want the range is above 100, below 500 for personal.
Okay, so it's 499,000 Okay.
That's what Mave said.
Very good, right? Yeah, so you all go and join him now. I think I'll also go and quit what I'm doing right now, right? Just join this guy already. So with that said, right, what's your biggest sale and your highest commission ever earned?
Wow, highest commission, definitely this stood out at Treasure at Tampines. That time I sold transacted a 5-bedder. So the commission was about 93,000. Yeah, for that one single case. Correct.
5-bedder?
Yes, 5-bedder.
The house must be what, 10 million?
No, actually it's only about 2 million, but the com was like 4.5.
How can man?
Yeah, developer was giving very good com.
Okay.
At that point of time, so it works out to be about 90 over K for a single case commission.
If you see why Mave Mason Unfiltered, right, suddenly this episode finished already, right? You all will know why, A
lot of business, but the one that stood out is the one that actually have 2 group of buyers. They came to see the house. Both of them they like it, and then I asked both of them to offer for the place. So both of them put in their offers, and then I present up to the owner. Let the owner decide. The owner definitely just have to choose one of them only. You cannot take both of them. So in the end, the other buyer is not happy that he cannot get placed, and then he shoot a letter up to the Council of Estate Agency (CA) to say that I didn't follow the protocol for the COVID-19 protocol because that time was under some restriction.
Right, you got kelong or not?
No.
You don't have kelong shirt,
No.
So I have someone who was like talking to me and then he was saying that property agents cannot make it one. I said, what do you mean but cannot make it? And he said, character got problem one. I said, why you just say every property agent character got problem one like that very bad right? It's not I say one, okay? I talk to people tell me, don't cancel me, okay? So he said that, do you know that property agents, right, what they want to do? Sell, right? Okay? So if the property haunted got someone hang there, die already, right? Then after that, next day sell, nobody will know one. They won't purposely say. It's for their own good. Meaning like, if the agent can sell, the story ends there. They don't care what happens next. The aircon leaking, the wall got water seeping in. They don't want to do this. All they want to do is to make sure that this is sold so they get a commission. Does this happen in the industry?
I wouldn't say no. But if you ask me, I believe all agents really want to assist their client to the best possible way they can. Just that I mean, nowadays a lot of agents, to be honest, they say truthful stuff lah, because they scared of stealing lah. Because if they say anything that's misrepresent or anything that's not the truthful, the consumers will always, or the clients will always go to the relevant authority and make a case against them lor. So I guess that makes them, so maybe this happened a long way back ago. I think it's more such cases lah.
Yeah, so
correct.
Same thing in all industries. Got good apple, got bad apple. Your commission comes months later, right?
Yes,
so how you deal with that? How you juggle with your household, being married with your kids and all that?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were asking about that, but of course, there's always like you can have certain income that is faster, or you have to wait. Like faster, for example, you do rental. Some agent, they do rental, so for the rental, right, the money come in more faster, so you don't have to wait for a long time. And in fact, now, right, there's this thing called light pay. So which means that if, let's say, agent close cases and they really need money, they can actually apply through this so-called light pay platform.
How do you spell LITE?
LYTEPAY, something like that.
Across whole Singapore can do it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's across all the whole Singapore agency. So they can actually apply for that, and then this light pay will, based on what they have submitted the cases, and then they will pay them certain amount of money, and then of course there's a little charge lah.
Okay.
Because they also want to make money ma. They upfront the commission to you first ma.
Okay.
So when your commission come in, right, then this light pay will then get back the money from there lah.
Right. Of course, in the beginning when you first did this, your salary or your commission comes in much later.
Yes.
There's a lot of money management, and all that.
Definitely you have to manage well lah. You have to very discipline all your expenses and things like that. You cannot like today money in, then tomorrow you happily spend all your money, and then you never plan for the next coming weeks and months.
Yeah.
And then that is when you will have problem.
Right. And is it dangerous in Singapore? Let's say your female colleague, right, like shows another guy one-on-one, go for viewing. Is that something that you guys would discourage against?
Not really in today's context, because today's security is pretty good in Singapore. But of course, we do try to ask them, if possible, just ask another guy to go along, so that in case there's anything, you can look out for each other lah. So that's what we trying to say. But if let's say really no choice, have to go alone, then we advise them not to really go like into the house with the guy. Try to really do outside the viewing lah. Just something like that lor.
Right. So speaking of dangerous or not dangerous I was having wine with one of my friends who's not in the property line. Okay, he was telling me about like how if let's say one day this auntie, right, like 50 over years or 60 over years or don't care 80 over years also can and if she wants a piece of my friend, right, he said never mind, I sure on already, I sure do already. And if the returns are strong enough, like you are 90 over K like that right, I confirm I seal the deal already. Does this kind of steamy stuff also happen in your property sales line?
I believe in every country they do have heard of this kind of so-called steamy story lah. But in Singapore context, maybe have, but I didn't really go and so-called hear so much from anybody lah.
Alright. Yeah. Or is it don't want to say?
No, I don't want to say about secret.
Okay, someone from the Mave Mason community, this brother is asking, right, if I want to choose a good real estate agent, right, like how do I choose a good real estate agent? Like what kind of criteria should I look at? Simple lah, look at this guy, finish already.
What I can say is really like when you sit down with this agent and then you try to ask him questions, then you feel whether we can trust him with your property or not. Be it you are selling or be it you are finding any property, you can connect from that angle.
Okay, like what questions to ask?
You can ask him like, what do you feel about my house, or how is it, you think can fetch a good price? You see what he's trying to say, is he trying to paint a beautiful picture and try to upsell or try to say things that you feel that it's not realistic, or maybe you feel that you don't feel so connected with this person. You feel
kind of like what property agents do is to show people around, tell them this one balcony, this one face north and whatever. The compass can already do that job. Where's the toilet? I mean, I grow so big, I know where's the toilet, And after that, when the deal is being closed, right, what happens is the agent actually gives us a templated contract. It's not like you draft it like a lawyer from day one. And then sign, finish, then you get 4.5%. In your, what you said earlier, it was 90 over 1,000. And sometimes, of course, not all the time it's 90 over 1,000. It gets lesser than that also. But is it really worth that 5-digit figure? Is this a necessary thing for today's market?
Because definitely agents are still professional, so they actually, though they do up all the contracts, but it's the after service from there that they actually provide to all the clients, and also to follow up for them to actually make more informed decision. Yes, correct.
So there are certain knowledge that the property agent may have where a layman would not have, and sometimes you just make one small mistake only. Maybe like the sale of the house may not go through, or later on there may be some legal implications, but because the agent is trained, you guys pass an exam, you guys know what you're doing, and that's why there's a special knowledge that you guys have.
Yeah, definitely. We have to give them the advice and stuff so they can avoid certain mistake also, in order not to make that mistake.
Okay.
Just that bigger companies, they have more resources to have all these company trainings so a lot of agents will benefit from all these company training
Correct.
Yeah, but if you talk about if a agent, you want to join a person, right, actually it really boils down to you yourself, what you really want to do, because different leaders or different agents have different qualities or different ways of doing their business. So if let's say you are more keen in commercial, or you are more keen in maybe residential or private, or residential that is private or HDB, so it depends on which sector you are more you feel more comfortable in, and you feel that that leader will actually lead you to where you want to be at that sector that you want. So then okay by all means go ahead and join the leader, because really different people have different qualities.
But right. So property bidding, right, is like, today I want to rent this place. And then after that, I really like it. And you can see 14 years of experience, you will know like what kind of clients will really like the place. This guy at confirm will squeeze until the end one. That means if the place is rented at $3,000, owner say 3K. And then you tell the person, later I got a lot of viewing, so 3,000 I think you cannot get one now. I think you better put in 3,002 like that more safe. And then later the person will be like already panicking because they really like the place, right? Then later on they put 3,2. But later you say that like cannot because the other guy put 3,3 already. I tell you what, 3,350 confirm can get, and the person really give you the 3,350. Then you sign, and eventually it's called a letter of intent, right? And then in the end, the person got the place, but it was through bidding. This is not legal, right?
In a way not really that legal.
Okay. Sounds like a grey area still.
Grey. 50 shades of grey.
Ouch. Okay, so let's say if I got a rich boss, right? Okay, then I introduce my rich boss to you. Let's say he want to buy a property in Sentosa Cove. Okay, then I tell you, if let's say he on already, right? You need to give me some commission. Can or not?
This one, you see how which angle you look at it. Is it a referral, or you purposely trying to give kickbacks to people?
I see.
But actually, to be honest, like what you say, we strongly discourage agents. But you know commission is theirs
Understand.
So when it's go into their bank account, they are happy to give who money. Then that is their own business already, because that is what but the thing is, we cannot openly say that okay, you buy from me, I keep back to you how much money and things like that. So I think that's not really ethical
you just cannot openly advertise it.
You cannot just say it bluntly. I should say.
So will
say.
So will you go and encourage our Singapore's younger generation, right, to go and join the property sales business?
Property sales business.
Your business lah.
My business
Yeah
lah. Try as a property agent lah.
Actually, kekong one lah. Of course, you'll say yes lah, but I want to ask him why lah. Even those that don't want to join, will you tell them must join lah? Good lah.
No, not really lah. Actually, it really depends on what really they want, why they want to join. Because if you don't have a strong why, to be honest, you can't really succeed because your why is not strong enough.
I understand that, and that's a very good answer because in a lot of profession, right, a lot of people will think that like, okay, this guy is sitting here, right, he's an expert in this field, that means he must be a multi-millionaire, I also want to get there. So they want to listen to the podcast, they want to hear you say step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you can become millionaire. And this doesn't exist anywhere in all professions. Like some wise person once said, right, that if you go to work, right, because of passion, you will never be working for a day at all for the rest of your life. So if you bring people go and see property, right, and you really love the whole environment, you like to see different interior designs, you like to speak with different clients, and eventually you close the deal. The money is important, yes. But ultimately, right, it's a sense of satisfaction. Stands for Real Estate Salesperson exam. Easy to pass now.
Wow. We can hear a lot of story lah. A lot of people fail number of times and even give up in the end. But I would say it's a very good test to see how determined you are to become want to become an agent.
Right.
So if you are not really that serious, I think it's a very good filter out kind of test for those aspiring agents.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10. How difficult it is to pass?
Wow, actually I wouldn't say it's that difficult, but if you don't really study, it's definitely you won't pass. So maybe I just put it as a 10 out of 10. That means you definitely have to study. If not, even if you don't really study for it, you won't pass.
Right. And I heard it. Right. And I heard that it's not cheap, right? Two papers about 500.
About there lah. I heard. I think they can claim if let's say they have some NTUC card and claim UTAT or things like that.
Skills Future can.
That one is for the initial so-called class. When they attend the class, right? They can claim the 500 lah.
So if I fail 6 times, I must pay 3,000 already.
But I mean, what is 3,000 compared to next time you become an agent and you earn like 30,000?
And see all the beautiful houses, and one day own a $30 million house.
Because it shows that if you can fail 6 times and you still want to try, that means you're really that determined to make it.
Right. And so tell them, what is one tip that you can give them? One superhero tip you give them already, right? Sure pass one.
Sure pass. Just study for it. And tell yourself why you need to pass.
Keep on studying like a dog like that.
Keep on memorizing whatever things are just what you want to do. You want to put inside, burn it, and put inside your cup of tea and drink. I don't know, but just remember why you want to go for this exam. That's the most important thing.
Okay. Like know your end goal, right? Like keep on walking towards it. Don't stop.
Alright, don't stop.
So if viewers are interested in joining you, they see this Rick Neoh power, man, I want to be part of whatever he's doing, right? Can they do so and how?
They can always, do we have this handle or what inside the video?
Yeah, you can go to rickneoh.com.
rickneoh.com. Okay.
And then after that, you can go and stalk him already.
Can. My number is all inside there.
Right. So what's your secret sauce? Like, you seem to be a good guy. You're also a good salesperson. I'm sure because you're successful, you've been there for 14 years, and your commission is not low. You shared with us earlier that your earnings a year is like about $500,000. So from the start, he said 100,000 between 100 right to 500,000.
Can be 100. It can be 100.
101,000, but actually I think it's 499,000 lah. So from start to the end, right, you need to share with everyone what's your secret sauce lah, right? Must be step by step, like how you charm the client. Then they will say, wow, like he talk like that, I want to buy already, surely want to sign. So you need to give us a step by step, secret on eventually how you close the person.
Maybe you already say there's no step by step method.
Got lah, like for example, when the lady walk in, after you make sure you comb your hair a bit, like, yeah.
Yeah, by saying grooming is very important. Property agent, really. Some agent, I see, wow, one look, I don't want to work with them already. Really. Yeah, they really dress very well, groom yourself, I think makes sense lah. People see you, the first impression, if not good, how can you ask them to trust you what you say?
Wow, yeah, man.
I strongly believe so. So definitely grooming is a thing. I feel definitely number one.
Definitely, because there's a scientific saying to that as well. When you go for an interview, right, your interviewer size you up in the first 3 seconds. You look like a dog, right? Or you look like a pig, right? You don't shower and all that, right? How can I put you in my company, right? And also, imagine, right, if let's say your agent, right, that he doesn't groom well. If he cannot even take care of himself well, how can I leave a $5 million property, right, in your hands for you to go and sell to other people and not get into any trouble? So step number 1, grooming. Step number 2,
have to be really, really sincere.
Right.
I think you have to be very sincere and very upfront with your client, because they can feel it one. If you're trying to be fake or trying to say a lot of things that make it so nice, so kind of up there, then they will feel that you're not that sincere guy to work with lah.
Right, sincerity, and actually that's how I do my sales as well. So like of course, prior to having a media company, and all that, right, like I was also in sales because I have businesses, and I think that hard selling, right, is very disgusting. Right, I think what's really, really good is this thing called sincerity selling. I really have a good product, okay, and then I want to sell to you. I want to make sure your life will be value added by this sale. And then if let's say not suitable, right, never mind, we be friends.
Yeah, definitely. So it's instead of hard sell, it's hard sell. That means HEART sell. Hard sell.
Okay.
Use your heart to sell.
Good, huh? Okay. Does it stand for something? H stands for something. E stands for...
No, not really. Really, it's like hard sell.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Then of course your knowledge must be like strong about the property, and all that. And cannot anyhow smoke the client, do anyhow bomb lah.
Definitely lah. You have to really know the market lah, study a bit lah. Yeah.
Right.
Know here and there. Correct.
And eventually, of course, the client will decide.
Yeah, definitely based on what you actually told them. So definitely in this business, you have to really advise them in such a way that to your best understanding so that you don't mislead them also.
Right. So yes, listen to the man. Especially when the guy says, right, grooming is number 1. Look at what is he wearing. The t-shirt, very nice. Don't know where to find.
Yeah, very difficult to find. I love this t-shirt so much.
Yeah, special design, and all that.
Number 1, hot shirt.
What shirt? Wear already, right? Then you go for your RES exam. I want to say confirm pass. Later, they wear it, no pass. Everybody can claim $500 from me.
Agent themselves, they actually find agent to help to negotiate, just for negotiation.
Okay.
Because if let's say they can negotiate them a good deal, right, they don't mind paying the 1% or whatever commission that's happened or incurred to them. So because to them, they feel that they will save a lot more through this negotiation, through this agent.
So you are a very good negotiator.
I wouldn't say I'm the best, but definitely not a bad one.
Okay, so if I want to sell my house at $1 million, right? Very, very hard-headed. Confirm $1 million, if not, no talk. But somebody already offer, your buyer offer 980,000. How will you kind of negotiate me?
980, then I negotiate with the buyer lah. Why negotiate? Because you hardcore 1 million already.
Okay.
So I negotiate with the buyer lah. I will say, hey, look at it, it's another 20,000, right?
Yeah.
So do you really like the place or not?
But $20,000, I can feed my kid for 20 years, or not?
Yeah, but how about if you lost it? If you lost the deal and that person can't keep 1 million, will you regret for another 20 years?
I won't regret lah. Singapore so many other house then how?
Then no choice then you see you say like that, then really there's another offer come out, I will tell you
But usually when they already offer, right, they will have a love for the house.
Definitely lah. By saying another, okay, what do I do just now? Just now I bring in a bit of pressure. Like I say that there's another buyer that's coming and maybe he also like the place. So to them, it's already create a kind of competition already.
Right.
If they really like the place, 1 million house, 20,000. Okay lah.
But
if they really love the place.
What you did was you looked at that like also where would be the best avenue to go and negotiate. It's like same thing. If I don't want to negotiate the wall, if I negotiate the wall, right, the wall doesn't respond, then what's the point? So the chance lays with the buyer.
Definitely, because we look at what is the situation right now. I mean, you want to negotiate with the buyer or the seller, then you have to really, based on what you see, you go and negotiate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, I think today so many people are going to hear what you have said, and they will learn from you. It's actually very sincere. No crazy fireworks, telling people, no, you join me, confirm good one. It's very, very clear here. If this is your passion, you join this man. If this is not your passion, you don't join this man. I was asking myself, right, when I was looking for an office, for a studio, I was trying to rent this place or that place, trying to sell this or whatever, right? Where was this guy in my life, man? So now, right, you got to give our viewers a nugget of wisdom, right? Regardless, buying house, selling house, looking for agent and all that. Give them a very short nugget of wisdom. Yeah.
I think go and find an agent, really. Go and look for a really trustworthy agent that you can really work with. I wouldn't say don't but try not to go just by yourself because sometimes you think you can save the commission, but actually you lose out more in the negotiation.
Okay. Good advice. If you don't listen to it, there's nothing else I can say. Brother Rick, thank you very much for coming for today's podcast.
Thank you so much.
So hope to see you very soon. And then after that, when this thing cut already, right, we're gonna talk about what's your secret, like recipe that you eat to look like this. Alright guys, cheers. Bye bye.